Most of us want to earn more money, but the thought of doing that usually comes with an image of working longer hours, taking on extra projects, and eventually burning out. The truth is, increasing your income doesn't have to mean increasing your exhaustion. It's about working smarter, not necessarily harder. Let's start with a mindset shift. Your income is not only a reflection of how much time you spend working, it's a reflection of the value you create and how well that value is positioned in the market. Think about it like this. Two people can both work 8 hours a day. One earns $20 an hour, the other earns $200. The difference isn't effort, it's leverage, skill, and positioning. So, how do you raise your income without running yourself into the ground? The first step is to identify your highest value skill. What's something you can do better or faster than most people? Maybe you're great at managing projects, explaining complex ideas, or designing visuals that catch attention. These are not random talents, they're economic assets. According to LinkedIn's 2024 Workplace Learning Report, professionals who focus on developing just one high-demand skill can see a 25% increase in compensation within a year. That's not from working more hours, it's from increasing the market value of their time. Once you've identified your best skill, the next move is to amplify it with technology. Automation tools and AI assistants can handle repetitive tasks, scheduling, data entry, even customer follow-up. If you save just 1 hour a day through automation, that's roughly 250 hours a year. If your time is worth even $40 an hour, that's $10,000 in potential value reclaimed. You can use that time to build new income streams, not just more work. Speaking of new income streams, let's talk about diversification. Relying on a single paycheck is like standing on one leg. It works until something knocks you off balance. Having multiple sources of income gives you stability and freedom. This doesn't mean you need 5 businesses overnight. It means starting small, maybe a freelance project, a digital product, or an online course built around what you already know. For example, a marketing manager might create templates for small business owners and sell them online for $50 each. Sell just 10 a week, and that's an extra $500, about $26,000 a year without adding more work hours to your main job. Another way to boost income without extra hours is through negotiation. Most people underestimate the power of simply asking for more. According to a Glassdoor survey, 59% of employees never negotiate their salary. Yet those who do typically earn about 7% more on average. That's money you can gain instantly without changing your workload. The key is preparation. Know your value, research market rates, and back your request with data and results. But what if you're self-employed or running a small business? You still have leverage, it's just expressed differently. Instead of charging by the hour, shift toward value-based pricing. If you help a company generate $50,000 in new sales, charging $5,000 for that service is not unreasonable. It's a fair exchange of value. When you price by impact rather than effort, you decouple income from exhaustion. Now, let's touch on something that's often overlooked: energy management. Your time is limited, but your energy fluctuates throughout the day. If you can align your most demanding work with your peak energy hours, you'll get more done in less time. Studies from the University of Pennsylvania show that people who manage energy flow, not just time, can increase productivity by up to 25%. That means you could achieve the same output in 6 hours that used to take 8. Less time working, same results. That's how you prevent burnout while earning more. Next comes the concept of leverage, the force multiplier of modern income. Leverage can come from technology, people, or capital. For instance, a YouTuber who creates one great video can earn ad revenue for years. A software developer who builds a popular app continues to earn income long after the coding is done. Even hiring a virtual assistant for $10 an hour to handle admin tasks can free you up to focus on $100 an hour activities. That's a 10x return on your time. But increasing income sustainably isn't just about money-making activities, it's also about reducing financial drag. Every dollar saved is a dollar earned without labor. If you can cut unnecessary subscriptions, renegotiate your insurance, or refinance high-interest debt, you effectively raise your take-home pay. According to Experian, the average American household pays over $1,200 a year in unused subscriptions and duplicate services. Eliminate that, and you've just given yourself a small raise, no extra work required. At this point, you might be thinking, all this sounds great, but what if I'm already stretched thin? The answer lies in micro-optimization. Instead of massive overhauls, make 1% improvements everywhere. Spend 10 minutes each week learning a new automation trick. Delegate one repetitive task. Add one upsell to your product or service. These small, consistent improvements compound over time, just like interest. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, explained that improving by 1% every day makes you 37 times better in a year. The same principle applies to income. Let's also talk about boundaries. One of the easiest ways to burn out is to say yes too often. Every yes to something low value is a no to something that could change your financial future. So start viewing your time as an investment portfolio. High return activities like creating, learning, or networking deserve the bulk of your attention. Low return activities like endless meetings or reactive work should be minimized or delegated whenever possible. Protecting your time is the foundation of sustainable wealth. Speaking of networking, relationships are a hidden income multiplier. About 85% of jobs are filled through networking, according to a 2023 LinkedIn study. And in business, partnerships often open doors to opportunities you could never reach alone. So invest in relationships strategically. Engage in communities related to your industry. Collaborate instead of competing. One good connection can change your financial trajectory faster than months of grinding alone. Let's pause for a moment to highlight a key truth. Increasing your income sustainably is systems, not sprints. If you rely on bursts of effort, you'll burn out. If you design systems that work even when you rest, you'll thrive. That's why passive or semi-passive income streams are so powerful. They're systems that generate revenue without constant attention. It could be affiliate marketing, rental income, royalties from a digital product, or dividends from investments. For example, an investor who puts $10,000 into a dividend ETF yielding 4% earns $400 a year, completely passively. Now imagine building 5 or 6 small systems like that. They start to add up. But here's an important reminder. Passive income is rarely passive at the start. It requires an upfront investment of time, money, or learning. The key is to treat it like planting seeds. You don't harvest the next day, but if you keep planting, you eventually build a financial garden that grows while you sleep. Another strategy is to transform your knowledge into scalable assets. If you've spent years learning something, maybe marketing, coding, or fitness, package that knowledge into an ebook, course, or subscription. The online education market surpassed $315 billion in 2023, and it's expected to keep growing. People are willing to pay for organized, actionable knowledge that saves them time. And once your content is created, it can sell over and over again with minimal extra effort. Now let's address the emotional side of money growth, because burnout isn't just physical, it's psychological. If you tie your self-worth to your income, you'll chase endless goals and never feel satisfied. The real aim is to align financial growth with life satisfaction. Ask yourself, what does enough look like for me? Maybe it's the freedom to work 4 days a week, or the ability to travel without worrying about bills. When you define what success means personally, you can pursue it intentionally, not reactively. It's also worth noting that health and well-being are an income strategy. A study from the World Health Organization found that burnout costs the global economy over $300 billion annually in lost productivity. That's a lot of exhausted potential. Taking care of your sleep, exercise, and mental health isn't a luxury, it's an income strategy. Because when you're sharp, rested, and creative, your earning potential multiplies. Let's bring this all together. To increase your income sustainably, focus on leverage, not labor. Build systems that scale your skills. Negotiate your worth. Automate what drains you. Invest in your energy and relationships. And most importantly, play the long game. Financial growth done right feels steady, not frantic. If you take just one action after watching this, choose one area, maybe learning a new high-value skill, automating a task, or starting a small side project. You don't need to overhaul your entire life in a week. Just start moving in the right direction. A year from now, those small steps will feel like a giant leap. And if you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe to Taz's Money. We share practical, research-backed strategies to grow wealth and freedom without the burnout. Remember, your income is a tool. Use it to build a life that feels rich, not just one that looks rich. Work smart, rest well, and keep creating value that matters. That's how you increase your income and keep your energy for the long run.